There is only one reason why people fail New Year's resolutions, or any other resolutions for that fact. There's only one main reason. And in a few seconds, you're gonna know what that reason is, if you want to. Of course, let me tell you, there is only one main reason. People set themselves up for a failure from the onset, from the start. So, what you need to do, don't set yourself up for a failure, set yourself up for a success. Okay, that's it. So now you know, go and keep your New Year's resolutions. I'm just kidding. Of course you want to know more. You know, what does it mean to set yourself up to a failure? So there are 3 elements to that. How many? 3 elements. So let me discuss them one by one. Ready? Point number 1. Do you really, really want it? The first one is, do you really want it? So people set themselves certain goals like, oh, I want to lose weight, 10 kilograms, 20 kilograms, whatever. I want to be fit, start going to a gym, or I want to do this or that. And they only do it because they have this ideal in their head of that would be nice, that would be cool, my mom would want it, or my wife would want it, or I would maybe feel better. But really, really deep down inside, this is not what they really want. And they fail year after year after year because they simply set themselves up to something that they're not really committed to. That's not really something they want. This is some social idealism that they have bought into, and they want to achieve it, and they're surprised that every year they fail. Year after year after year, and they keep doing that. So don't do it. Don't set yourself up for a failure by setting a goal, a resolution, that it's not yours, that it's not something that you really, really want. So that's number 1. Let's go to number 2. Point number 2. Set the rules of your game so you can win it, so you can easily win it. Number 2 is set rules so that you can easily win. You know what? New Year's resolutions is a kind of a game. Let's look at it as a game. You set certain goals and there is a score, and you know, if you have done this, you have won, right? But what people do, they set for themselves milestones, goals that are almost impossible to win. You know, if you're not a professional athlete, don't expect to go to the gym every day or 3 times a week and do 1 hour, you know, when you have never done it. You know, just set yourself a goal that you can win. For example, 1 minute of focused exercise a day, and that you can do easily, and say it, okay, 3 times a week I'm gonna do 1 minute of exercises. And you might think, 1 minute, that's nothing. Well, if you start and do 1 minute, I'm sure you will go for 5 or 10 minutes or maybe even longer. But if you set yourself half an hour or an hour, how likely are you going to start? You will think, oh my goodness, half an hour, no, I'll do it later, can't be bothered today, it's not a good day. And that's how you fail. But if you think 1 minute, okay, I can do it, and you do 1 minute, and even if you just do 1 minute, it's still better than nothing because you develop a habit. So you set yourself up for success instead of for a failure. Set the rules of the game so you can win them, not so that you can lose them, you know. So that's tip number 2. And let's go now to the last one, number 3. Number 3, what's number 3? Rule number 3. Don't make up for missed goals or targets. Reset the counter and start from scratch. Don't make up for missed goals or targets. So set the counter. The moment you have failed in your resolutions, just set the counter and start from scratch. How does that work? So let's say you said, I'm gonna do 3 exercises 3 times a week. And 1 week you fail, you do twice. And then you say, okay, yeah, next week I'm gonna do 4 times instead of 3. Don't do that. When you have missed the target and you have done 1, twice, or 0 instead of 3, simply acknowledge that to yourself. And you really need to say it. You can say it in your mind, but you need to say it with full sentences, not just like, oh yeah, I've done it and that's it. No, you need to say to yourself something like this. Okay, my target was to do 3 times. I did only once, and that's fine. I'm declaring that complete. That's everything fine, perfect. Now I'm gonna start again. And from next week or from this day, whenever, whatever you choose, you start the counter again and again. You do 3 times. Remember, and set it for 1 minute at a time, so you always fail. Sorry, so you always succeed. And that's how you actually keep your New Year's resolutions, or any other resolution for that matter. Okay? Set yourself up for a success, not for a failure, as most people do. Now, if you want some help and with that, get yourself accountability partners, or get me as an accountability partner. Have a chat with me, find the link to a discounted session with me. It's only $10 or something like this, anybody can afford, and let's help you achieve the goals that you would love in your life. Do you want more love and harmony in your life? Just contact me and let's do it, okay? And remember, drink lots of good pure water mixed with air. That is so good. Thank you very much. Check out the link. I'll see you in next video. Take care. That's my secret list. Do you want to see it now? I'm not gonna show you. That's for me. Thanks for watching and sharing the video with others, and liking, and obviously subscribing.